I've been playing softball since I was 9 and I started catching when I was 10. Right from the beginning, I really fell in love with it. I loved how much thinking went into it. I loved how much strategy there was. And I especially think softball is a game where the more you know about it, the more interesting it gets. My project is on the biomechanics of a softball swing. We did this correlational study, and then I also wanted to look at point of impact, which is where you're making contact with the ball on the plate. This is really one of the first studies done specifically for fast pitch softball swings in female athletes. I use what I find almost every day, and there were some times where I'd be doing data analysis right before I would go to practice. And what I would find in data analysis, I would go and practice to try to improve my game. And so this helps me as a player and a pitch caller, but also I'm really motivated to do the work because I love it and I love to see this application. There was this moment where we were playing, it was probably our third or fourth doubleheader of the year, and I watched actually another team's hitter do a practice swing before they stepped in the box, and I was about to call a pitch. I could watch their muscle activation as they engaged their whole body in the swing, and something just clicked. These are what muscle groups are important to swinging. This is the most efficient hand path. This is how you produce enough energy. I have data that says if you hit a ball in the lower half of the zone, you have a higher chance of hitting the ball with more exit velocity. Ultimately, my goal is to work with other athletes, and especially softball athletes, to try to look at their form, take what I know. I have about 1 billion questions for further study, and I'm actually going to grad school to specialize in biomechanics, and I plan to keep doing this research. Being a student athlete at a school I love has been the best part of my college experience. I love going to other games. I love when my friends come to my games. I go into class and my professor says, "Hey, great hit yesterday." And you know, it's so great that they're so married together. The amount of support I've gotten from the athletic department through this project and through school in general has been just phenomenal. It's kind of the beginning of the second part of my softball career, which is so exciting.